Well, yesterday marked the 70th anniversary of the iconic flag raising at Iwo Jima. Peter Johnson Jr. paid a visit to Washington, D.C. for an emotional reunion of the battle's Marines.
That's right, Elizabeth. I spent 2 days in Washington, D.C. with some of our nation's most remarkable heroes, Marines and others, and here's what they have to say 7 decades later. Please watch this.
I dare say few of you ever heard of an island named Iwo. Yet now it is the scene of one of the cruelest fights in this country's history.
What is there left to say 70 years later? What is there left to say?
Last week, retired Lieutenant General Larry Snowden and 24 Iwo Jima veterans reunited in Washington, D.C. to remember the nearly 7,000 brothers they buried on the Pacific island they nicknamed Hell's Volcano.
The Marines advance. The Japanese defenders of Iwo were select, specially chosen men, fighting with their army's newest weapons.
My own Marine father was wounded on the island and lost much of his last platoon in the Black Ash and Bloody Sea. In 36 days of battle, American forces secured airfields essential to the defeat of Japan. And now, survivors gather for what may be their final reunion.
It brings back memories that sometimes we are trying to forget.
For over 4 hours under enemy fire, Herschel Woody Williams knocked out 7 Japanese pillboxes with flamethrowers. And for that bravery, he received the Medal of Honor. His greatest regret, that 2 Marines were killed protecting him.
For some reason, I survived and they didn't. And I don't have any answer for that.
Obviously, that upsets you on many days. And you say, why me?
Why me?
Lieutenant General Larry Snowden, now 93 years old, the senior-ranking survivor of the battle, was wounded twice on Iwo Jima. But eventually, he found forgiveness.
I said to myself, what's all this about? Why have I been carrying this load around? Get rid of it, and I got rid of it.
And get rid of it he did. In the Korean War, he worked closely with our former enemy and new ally, Japan. And Japan's ambassador to the U.S. now sees the general as part of his own family.
I was listening to you as if my father was speaking to me.
All the guys, they want to know that they've been remembered. And I think that's really important in today.
Our father was at Iwo, and
awesome.
So maybe you touched each other on that day.
Somewhere along the line, maybe we did. Hopefully
so.
We did, yeah.
Iwo Jima is conquered. Atop Mount Suribachi, this flag is 625 miles from Tokyo.
The battle was won a long time ago, but for its heroes, the lessons have lasted a lifetime.
I'm often asked, what was your most effective weapon on Iwo Jima? Rockets, mortars, rifle, what? And I say none of the above. My most effective weapon on Iwo Jima was that individual Marine who had the personal fortitude, patriotism, bravery, valor, and right training to do what he was sent there to do. It's always a joy for me to be with you. I hope we will be together again as long as any of us are left standing.
That's the meaning of Semper Fi. I also met Marine Corps Commandant General Joseph Dunford. He told me his confidence in today's young Marines comes from knowing they've inherited the legacy of those who fought at Iwo Jima. Thanks to Joanna Venditto, my brother Chris Johnson, who helped set this interviews up, and to all the incredible Marines and soldiers and airmen and corpsmen that we met.
For their bravery, for their sacrifice, we will not forget and we will remember.
That's why our Marines are great today, because they're on their shoulders.
Raise a flag today.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Peter Johnson Jr. Incredible look.